Hello, welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes as usual. I'm wearing clothes, wearing a black pink pullover. So, I believe it was yesterday. I don't know. The days all blend together. You know, uh, so I'm just gonna say it was yesterday for the sake of this conversation. So there was helicopters floating around for hours and sirens for it seemed like hours. Okay, and so I honestly don't care. I'm just um you know being antisocial, staying um you know I guess online watching K-pop videos. I've been watching New Jeans on repeat all day because Hani has a smoking hot body. So once again, I'm a man of culture. So like good-looking women come first. That's a top priority. That's my favorite TV channel. Good-looking women. I don't really know any other content, and hell, I don't even know their content. But anyway, so after hearing sirens for hours, it felt like hours. Whatever. Um, Later during the day, like much later when everything's done, I find out what happened. It happened like two blocks away from the house. This woman was driving down the street. Now the speed limit on the streets, not like the neighborhood streets, but like the main city streets, is like 40 miles an hour here. Okay, but the speed limit on like where I live, suburbia, the speed limit here is like 25. Okay, but anyway, so on the street this one was going like 80 miles an hour. That's what they were saying, like between 80 and 100 miles an hour. I don't know how they know this. Anyway, she lost control of the car, slammed into a minivan that burst into flames, then crashed into another car, and then slammed into the gas station sign, like the giant pole that's on the corner of the gas station that has all the gas prices. She crashed into that, and that's why there was all the sirens and stuff. Six people died. Apparently, she's fine. She didn't get a scratch on her. Crashed into a car that blew up, and then some other car got involved, and then she crashed into a pole. She's fine, but six other people died. Um, I don't understand how the person who caused the accident is fine. I don't like how come when they make cars, how come they can't make whatever they put, I don't know, that magical item that they put in the front of the car to make the drivers survive jumping off a cliff. Why don't they make the whole car out of that? Because I don't understand how the first car she hit just burst into flames. I mean, like, is this a movie? I don't know, but and so there's already you know um um Jesus candles at the scene. Yes, the whole point of that story was for me to complain about Jesus candles. Like I don't get the Jesus candles or like the mother candle. I'm not a religious guy. I know Jesus though because like you see his you see that white guy everywhere. It's like he's stalking me. Listen, Jared Leto, Jesus, same thing. Jesus looks like Jared Leto. Actually, I like Jared Leto. So okay, now I like Jesus because he's Jared Leto. So I'm gonna take back all the stuff I was gonna say. Well, there goes my next 20 minutes. I guess I got to change the topic. I'm a big fan of 30 Seconds to Mars, and Jared Leto's a really good actor. But anyway, got like there was an accident like 6 blocks away from my house, maybe 10 years ago. Okay, they still put candles there. Like what the fuck, bro? Still put candles there. Um, yeah, I don't understand why. Listen, people. Okay, as I said in the last couple of shows, or actually every show where I've had to talk about this topic, it's always tragic when there's a loss of life. Okay, but I don't understand why some loss of life gets candles every 2 damn days. I don't understand, but that's just me complaining about society, a societal norm which makes sense why I don't fit in, because I don't get it. I don't get it. I think partly the reason why I don't get it is because I believe in science, so like the whole listen, like Jesus isn't real. That's a bunch of bullshit. So I don't understand why we're putting candles of this make believe guy at a scene. Like, it makes me think that the people who make the candles are killing people on purpose because they know people buy these candles to put in the locations. Has anyone ever thought of that? And I know it's a conspiracy theory, but it's only considered a conspiracy theory because the mainstream media doesn't agree with what I'm saying. But I really think that the people in charge of making the Jesus candles are actually randomly killing people in public places because they know that people in mass will buy Jesus candles and leave them there. Think about it. Think about every single crazy event that's happened this past year. I'm not going to name one specific one, but think of every crazy massacre that has happened this year. And I've covered them all in this show. Think of every crazy massacre that's happened this year. And what has been the end result of all these massacres? Jesus candles. Hmm? No? You don't see. I mean, this is plain as day. I'm putting two and two together here. Okay? Every single massacre this year. And I'm only calling this year because I'm just talking about the stuff I've talked about on this season of the When I Have Spare Time podcast. Okay? So you're a listener to this show. Think about every single massacre, every single public tragedy I have talked about on this show, and what has been the end result of all of those tragedies? Jesus candles. Just think about it. Okay. So who makes the Jesus candles? I don't know. I have not done the research on that. I don't want to do the research on that because I don't want to find out. I don't want to know how deep this goes. I don't want to be on some list. Because I know if I go snooping around, I'm going to end up on some like FBI, CIA, Epstein watch list. You know? So I don't know, like the last thing I need is for me to dig deep and find out that the Clintons are involved. You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, it is a interesting topic, and if you do the research, let me know because I don't want to be on that list. Like I don't want to be on the no-fly list, even though I'm not gonna fly. I am never going on an airplane again. That's that's for sure. I'm just done. Like I'm sick. Let me tell you what I think. Every time I go to the airport, you know what I think? I think the terrorists won because our lives have been changed. We just can't get on a plane. We gotta like go through like 3 hours of bullshit, and guess what? People still bring shit on the plane. So like, what's the point? The point is the government can hire this agency and they can siphon money off of it. That's all it is. It's just more corruption. But it's just because I am done with going through an X-ray machine, like having my bag searched for no reason at all. It's like, do I look like a terrorist? The only thing they're doing is inconveniencing millions of Americans, and so I'm done. You know what? Like, why don't you replace me with a Jesus candle and have that go through the airport? But anyway, so it's been another and I can't say day. I'm gonna say month, but it's been another boring month. Hell, I don't even know what day it is. Why do I even reference time on this show? You know, I don't even know if I'm on a 24-hour day. I feel like I'm on like a 30-hour day. That's what I feel like. I feel like I operate on a 30-hour day for sure. But anyway, so this has been bothering me. Okay, so like I reference well my entertainment a lot because well that's the only thing I really got going for me right now. Um, well that's the benefits of avoiding women. So I don't actually I don't have any bullshit drama to talk about. Like this would be a drama channel if I had a girlfriend for sure. You know, like like half the girls I date are either alcoholics or drug addicts. But that's just because scraping the bottom of the barrel is easier than picking fruit from the top of the tree. That's just how it is. Um, but I don't get people who how can I say this? Let's see. Okay, like how like the crazy leftists they want to like fight for the right to whatever talk to children about gender identity. Like they want to groom children or like they want 9-year-olds to be able to have gender reassignment surgery because they think a 9-year-old is able to make a life-changing decision. Like there's like these leftists that think yeah like a 4-year-old should be able to pick their gender even though there's only two genders, so there is no choice. Okay, so you have those people, okay, once again, who think a child should be able to change their gender, get like permanent surgery, all that crap. Okay, those same people um will like see like a child pop star and then like complain like well they're too young to be dancing like that or they're too young to be singing lyrics like that. It doesn't make sense. Or like they're the same people who are against underage drinking. It what I don't understand is so having having a sex change at 12 years old, that's okay. But being a 14-year-old pop star, that's bad. And drinking alcohol at 17 is horrible. Like I don't like it doesn't make sense to me. Granted, this is, I'm not on Twitter anymore, but I've seen the same people. And I have no idea why I even brought this up, but it has been bothering me. I don't understand the mentality of people who are pushing this stuff on kids. The transgender indoctrination movement, the groomer movement. Like you want to have kids that are like 8 years old switching their genders, but if that same kid was a pop star, you'd be like, you can't sing about that. It just makes no sense. So basically, what I'm trying to say is the world is backwards. It's it's a clown world out there, and the more you realize how stupid this world is, the more you're gonna end up like me and not go outside. I've been antisocial for um over 3 years now. Because I just I woke up and I had a moment where I'm just like, dude, I can't stand people and all these idiots in our society. Now things seem to be swinging back their way into normalcy, but it's still an uphill battle. But I mean real things. I don't mean like okay, like if you go on well, I don't go anywhere, but if you go like on social media, like there's like a big group of people who are like mad about culture, but they're mad about pointless stuff. Like they're mad about Star Wars. You know, like they're mad because Obi-Wan Kenobi's gay now. Like being mad at that doesn't do anything because like Obi-Wan Kenobi's not a real person. Um, he's a character that's owned by Disney, and you saw the video where the Disney execs were saying that they're trying to make half of their content gay. So why? I mean, I don't know. It makes no sense. So like, people need to stop wasting their time on pop culture. And I understand because like children like Star Wars. So by making characters gay in it, you're basically like throwing in some indoctrination to the children. So I understand why it's bad, and I understand that Disney is an evil organization trying to do this stuff. But the thing is, just don't consume. You don't have to let your kids watch anything by Disney. The easiest way to stop your pop culture, because once again, I don't think pop culture is worth fighting for. If you just stop watching your pop culture, they'll lose money and they'll have no choice but to change. I mean, that's what's going on now. Like HBO uh, has canceled several um, things. They had a lesbian vampire show canceled. It was like it looked like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, except it was not. They had they had to cancel the Batgirl movie. You know, because it's like no one wants to see that crap. Like people are slowly changing. You know, like people, like Batgirl woman whatever. She's I think it's Batgirl. She's white with red hair. If you follow the comic books, they had a black chick playing the part. It's like no one wants to see that. So it got canceled, which is good. They canceled the Supergirl movie. No one wants to see that. They want to see Superman. Like so it's like it's changing slowly. But once again, I don't think pop culture is worth fighting over. That's why I'm not like I gotta make a video about it. But I've seen so many people just complain and rant about it, and I'm like, the only thing you gotta do is stop watching it, stop consuming it. And the only reason why I know about it is because I saw someone else complain about it. Like I don't follow the crap because I stopped following pop culture. I don't know, dude. It was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. Like almost 10 years ago. Almost 10 years ago. But and then well, I've been following K-pop since like 1990. I don't know, 6. Long time. I've been following K-pop, and to me, K-pop is and I've said this a million times, hot girl culture. Okay, K-pop has a lot of women involved in it that are all pretty, and I want to have sex with half of them. So and even then, I'm not a part of the culture. I'm a part of. I follow the good-looking women. So you gotta like pick and choose what you consume. If you're consuming something that pisses you off, don't follow it. Like you shouldn't be complaining about pop culture. You should ignore that and move on to something else. Because if you ignore it, now when I say ignore it, it'll go away. It will. Because like I'm not talking about you know like you sprained your ankle and you ignore it, even though it's getting worse and worse, and it might be broken. Like I don't mean like ignore that. I mean like ignore like trivial things. Like pop culture is trivial. Like the NBA. I don't watch the NBA anymore because the players started protesting. I didn't complain about it. I just stopped watching it. And the ratings have gone down considerably. And one day they're gonna stop with all the woke bullshit because no one's watching. You know, use your money to change things, or your lack of money to change things. Just like if I appreciate um, a woman, I will pay to have sex with her. See, and then because I pay to have sex with her, I can do it again. If I do not like a woman, I do not pay to have sex with her. Hence, she goes away. I never see her again. Use that philosophy. Use my escort philosophy when it comes to little, because I'm trying to reduce your stress, and I'm just saying, like, I've seen all these people really pissed off of trivial things, and I think pop culture is really trivial because pop culture is only popular because people consume it. The pop in pop culture means popular. Okay, so if you stop consuming it, it will go away and it won't affect people at all. Because if no one is being brainwashed by it, it's just out there in the ether and it will go away. Because remember, things need to be consumed to have power, to have influence. So, I mean, this is up to us. When I say us, I mean me and my 7 other personalities. Um, so yeah, work on that, folks. And remember, you can always write your own stories, make up your own shit, or do your own drugs. Seriously. I'm high as a kite right now. Can't complain. And that's it enough. You guys have a good one. Peace.